Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is RR37. My name is Rich and we're back once again today with the Roma career mode. As promised, we're going to be starting on deadline day. Expectations for this deadline day, yeah, I think it's going to be a quiet day in the office, to be fair. We've already established that nobody's going to be coming in. We're not going to be calling anyone back off loan. We have no academy open at the moment, so no youth players are going to be coming up. So yeah, fully expecting a quiet day in the office, but you never know. We could see people coming, or clubs coming for our players that we've got listed. If they do, obviously we'll deal with that as it happens, but it is not looking good at the moment. So to start this episode, while deadline day is going on, I wanted to just address something that I forgot to mention in the last episode, in our last press conference, about Dzeko. Our captain, he's been questioning the ambitions of the club already, off camera, more than once, and that is another reason why he was dropped. Not just the fact that he played badly in the first game, which he did. We did get an offer in the end there for Zaniolo, who is going nowhere. And £535 million was spent on deadline day. That is a lot of money, so there's been a lot of movers going on in other parts of the division, but for us it was a quiet one. But yeah, really disappointed with Dzeko about that. We have sat down with him when we thrashed out the new deal. He knows the situation, so little bit surprised, little bit disappointed, and whether he keeps the armband or not is really up for debate now. But after that big, massive miss that I still haven't forgot about from Mayoral in our last match, I think we might have to put him back in, Dzeko. I don't know. At this point, we'll have to wait and see. It has been such a long time since I recorded this, so I'm pretty much going through it with you at the moment. Somebody there in other parts of the division, like I said, has gone to Bologna. Anyone else in our division maybe left or come in since that. We might as well have a look, since we did nothing. At the moment it's looking pretty quiet in our division, actually. Just the one transfer so far. I'm not sure if this is the biggest deal. Oh, it can't be when you're looking at 3.6 and loan deals. But at the moment, unless I've missed it, still not seeing anyone else. Torino have bought somebody in for 6 million. Not too sure who that is, to be honest. No, he hasn't. Sorry, that's not what I thought it was. It's hard to see on the screen, to be honest. Gross has gone from Brighton and joined Verona for 8.2 million, so that will strengthen their midfield, no doubt. It's a real shame we couldn't get in on this at the moment. I suppose it's just happened way too quickly at the moment. Spurs there, letting Alderweireld go to Bayern Munich as well. At the moment, though, that looks about it for our division. Napoli have got Smallbone in from Southampton. That looks more of a squad signing, I would imagine, than something that's going to revolutionise their midfield. Guedes going to Atalanta from Valencia. Decent signing for them there. And I think that is about it, to be honest. So there's a few players coming in. Nothing groundbreaking, really. And it didn't look like many left the division either. So that is deadline day, almost done and dusted. For us now, we look at our squad and who's left, and I can tell you that we are gonna release a couple of players. I'm not too sure who at the moment, but it is gonna be faceless ones, because it just looks horrible, and it really does my head in that that is actually still a thing at the moment. So yeah, these could be really good, promising players. You might have seen them in real life if Roma is your club, but yeah, they've gone. We can't release any more, so that now officially is deadline day done and dusted. We can't let anyone else go till at least January, and we'll try and get rid of those other faceless players again then. And also, you may have noticed as we went through to the squad hub there that there is a slight change in formation. I did touch on it in the last episode. Especially at home, I just don't like the idea of playing 5 at the back. We have been successful with it, as we saw earlier. We've got 2 clean sheets from our opening 2 games, but we have only scored 2 goals, which really is just not good enough. At some point, like I've mentioned, I think we are going to concede goals, so we really need to be scoring more of them, and hopefully a slight tweak in the formation maybe be able to deliver us some more. We'll have to wait and see. The first test of that is going to be Benevento. It is going to be a home game as well. So I did mention at the moment we're going to be learning as we go along, and that is exactly what is going to happen. I'm going to look at the instructions just to show you guys that. So we've got Dzeko staying central. His runs are going to be mixed. Some points he'll come to the ball, some points he'll play with his back to goal, some points he'll try and run in behind the defence. That is exactly what we want. We want to keep them guessing. And of course he's going to be staying forward. As for Mkhitaryan, again, he's going to stay forward as well. He's got free roam at the moment for chance creation, and we're going to try and get him in behind with his runs, and of course getting into the box. And the same obviously will be for Pedro, but Zaniolo is going to be balanced. He's going to get into the box as well, and off the ball he's going to be covering the centre of the pitch. He's got free roam as well though. Diawara is going to be the guy that is going to anchor. He's going to stay back and protect that back 4. Veretout much the same as Zaniolo, except he's going to stick to his position rather than having the free roam. And again, Pedro, stay forward, free roam, get in behind and get into the box, like I said, just the same as Mkhitaryan. Of course, by now you guys know that I like my fullbacks to go on the overlap, so that's what we've got those both set to. And of course the keeper, he's going to come for crosses and sweep up. So that is how we are going to be rocking, at least in this game. It may be something that works, it may not work. Kind of limited on what we can do at the moment with the players that we do have. But that is the challenge. That is why we're not looking to change the team up so quickly. And like I said, this is going to be a slow build. We're going to have to go through parts of this save that we don't like. There's going to be times where we wish we can have other players in and this, that and the other, but it all adds to the realism really. There's not many clubs in the grand scheme of things that can just go out there and get any player that they want, so we're having to do what would probably have to be done in real life, and we're having to make the best of what we got. We're having to choose systems that fit what we've got at this point, and at some point we'll get to change that hopefully. But that is a long way down the road. For now, what we have to focus on is what is right in front of us. We want to be more aggressive, more creative today. Of course, by now we know the opponent is indeed Benevento, who currently sit 9th in the league with 1 win and 1 loss. They're on a -4 goal difference at the moment. Their results were 2-1 win against Sassuolo, and then they went and lost 3-1 at home to Verona, so they're a little bit up and down at the moment. We know about us with our 2 straight wins, both 1-0, 1 home, 1 away. As you can see, I did clearly go with Dzeko once again. He's back in today, even after we fell out. We have to be professional. He's at least assisted a goal at the moment. Mayoral didn't do much in that game, and of course had that big opportunity in the glaring miss. We cannot just let that go, so we've done what we needed to do. It's pride aside, it is Dzeko in the team. Hopefully he justifies that decision today and gets himself on the score sheet, or at least can get somebody else on it like he did in the first game. But we'll have to wait and see how this game develops. Even though one thing that I would say, Dzeko is back in the side. He's not wearing the armband today. Oh, that was so poor there. It's the armbander stayed with Smalling, who has got a big job on his hands here because he's 2 against 1. He cut the passing lane off really well. He's done brilliantly there, actually. I thought he might have been fouled, but the referee doesn't deem that a foul, and we could be in a bit of trouble. Thankfully we get the block there. We need Karsdorp to get out here and get this ball back for us. He's been turned, but he's still in a good position there. Blocks the cross the first time. Smalling's on hand to deal with it the second time, and we can bring that back away. That was all our own doing though, with a really poor ball in the middle. We need to tighten up there and not let that happen again. Incidentally, for our formation today, we have gone with the 4-1-4-1, as you've seen. We've got Mirante in goal still. We've seen Karsdorp and Smalling already. Jesus is playing. Spinazzola's at left back. We've got Mkhitaryan on the left wing, as you saw. Zaniolo, Diawara and Veritat in midfield. We've gone with Pedro, and we've of course gone with Dzeko up front. It's been a decent start for us at the moment. Nothing too crazy, but again, we've got to get used to playing this way. It's another new system. It does allow us to get a lot more players forward than what we had last time out, so that could be useful for us. And Spinazzola here could get the shot away. He has good save from the keeper, and they get that ball away. It's dealt with quite well actually, and it's turned into something of a counter-attack here. Diawara though halts the proceedings up for them there, and hopefully, no, we can't get that back. He stretched well to keep hold of that there. And here they come again. It's a decent block. Still not controlling the game as much as I would like, I've got to be honest, but we'll see. It's only 20 minutes in. That's decent. That's really decent. Pedro there, was he not fouled as well? There's been a couple of times, the one on Smalling earlier on, that one on Pedro there, where I think maybe we could have got a free kick. Thankfully that was a poor shot. We get to once again bring the ball away, and amazingly that was the last thing that happened in the first half. It's been a really poor display. There could be in here an hour in at this point. It is again, as you can see, still 0-0. In the first half they had way more of the attacking play. They had 5 shots on goal compared to our 2. They only had the 2 on target though. We only managed 1 shot on target at home in the first half, which is really just not good enough. But we could be in with something here, and we are in with something here. Just as I'm saying that, we take the lead out of nowhere really. It's Perez this time getting the goal. And yeah, we needed that. We were playing so badly. We only just edged them out in terms of possession in the first half as well. It was a really poor display. It weren't the greatest shot in the world. It weren't the greatest finish. But yeah, we'll take it. The keeper's got to be saving that there, surely. I'm really shocked that that has actually beaten him, but I will definitely take it. And once again, it is 1-0 to us at home. All we have to do now is keep that clean sheet. We really have to try and wrestle some sort of control away from Benevento at the moment. Like I was just saying before that went in, they have definitely been the better side. It's took a counter-attack goal to get through them. But yeah, now we've got the goal. We can switch focus a little bit, maybe be that a little bit more patient, and that in turn will help us to keep more control of this game, which is exactly what you're watching us do here. Just keeping the ball now across the back, across the middle. It's sideways, it's patient, but it's necessary at the moment. We're still only 1 goal up. We maybe could have sent the ball back away there. Instead we might end up losing it. It's good effort there to keep hold of that ball. Dzeko's got it now. He's got no support at all in front of him. No runs being made. So we go backwards again. Zaniolo's picked it up here in a decent area. Goes back out again. There's not really much on for him, to be honest. Diawara in a bit of space here. We've worked it out nicely to the other wing there. Nice little alley opened up to play Dzeko in. That's exactly what happens. And that should now be the points. I mentioned us taking control of the ball, taking control of the game. We have done that. Benevento not touched the ball since we got that first goal, except from their kickoff, obviously. We move it out to the other wing really nicely. They can't shuffle across quick enough. Jekyll finds himself a bit of room in the box. Karsdorp plays it into him. It's a first time finish, justifying being back in the team today. He might not have the armband, but he's now got underway with his goal scoring. That's 1 goal and 1 assist for him, I believe, now this season. Jekyll's starting to motor a little bit. Maybe dropping him did him good, I'm not sure. But he's not a happy guy at the moment, but at least he's still putting in on the pitch where it matters. That is us 2-0 up now. Should be in complete control of this game from this point. We don't really concede many chances, and we haven't conceded a goal yet, so fully expecting us now to go on and get the 3 points. Tried to get Zaniolo in there to kind of give them like the left-right combo there, but he stopped his run just as we played that ball through. They've got a little bit of room themselves here, Benevento, at the moment. Let's not give anything silly away now. They've worked it back nicely there, but we don't manage to cut it off. This is not looking great at the moment. Diawara stood up quite well there. He can't play that forward, otherwise his man's offside. He can now though. We don't want this cross coming in. Jesus does really well there. The clearance is terrible though, and Benevento get it back here. They're not giving this one up just at the moment. This is not looking good. What a block there from Captain Smalling though. That's exactly why he's got the armband. That's exactly what we want to see. 2-0 up, but defending like our lives depended on it there. Jekyll really didn't have much support or anywhere to go there. Completely outnumbered in the middle and ends up turning it over. That's not really his fault though. It's disappointing to see no one getting up to support him there. They've got a bit of room in the middle again now, Benevento, but that's cut out well by Spinazzola there. Zaniolo brings this one away. Hopefully that's not offside. I don't think it is, and we should be able to see this out from here now. Suiting us, if they do get the ball back, I think it'll be called. They're not going to get the chance to do that. That's another 2-0 win. Not the most convincing of performances again, but another clean sheet. We've been doing that side of the game really well at the moment. We've scored a couple today rather than just the one as well, so that's another step in the right direction. Jekyll's off the mark now for the season as well, another positive there. So even though it's not been a great performance from us, it's a step in the right direction. It's another massive 3 points for us, and hopefully we can continue this momentum on going into the next games in this episode. But for now, we're going to take this press conference, see what they want to hear from us. And we're going to finish this match day with a press conference. And they first want to know, was that the kind of straightforward win we were expecting? I did quietly believe that we were going to win this game, but I thought we would play better. So there's not really an option there that represents the way I actually feel, but it is good obviously that we managed to get the 3 points, and it was a pretty impressive 2-goal win for us. Did we feel in control? In the second half, yes, I did feel a lot more in control, but the first half they had a lot more of the game than I personally were comfortable with, so that is how I would answer that one. And Benevento are decent going forward, so I didn't actually know that. Were we pleased to limit their chances? Yes, that is something that we are good at, that this team seems good at the moment. We're really solid and we're proving to be difficult to score past. In fact, nobody yet in the opening 3 games has managed that, so that side of the game we're doing really, really well. And now it looks like we're about to jump into Europa League action. So now's the time really to look at the competition. I suppose we've not paid it any attention yet. So Group A, Sparta Praha, Bordeaux, FC Lugano, and I'm not even sure how you say that last team's name, but that is a decent-ish group for Bordeaux there. You would expect them probably to go on and get out of that group quite easily. I don't even know what group we are in, by the way. So, yeah, aims for this competition this season to stay in it, really, as long as we possibly can, because it could be another avenue into European football next season if we don't achieve that through our league position. We saw Group B flash through there. Group C, don't even know how to say any of their names and don't know much about any of the teams in that group, to be honest, either. So, yeah, that's anybody's. We got Real Sociedad, Lille, Ostersund, and I don't know, Graciosa or something like that. I would expect the top two there to be the top two at the end of that group phase, though. Napoli should go through Group E quite easily, looking at who's in there. I would be very, very surprised if they didn't. Group F is Arsenal, Antwerp, Nice and Braga. That looks like probably the strongest group in the competition at the moment. Then you've got Feyenoord, Rosenborg, St Mirren, and we'll call them KVK. Group H is Moscow, Villarreal, Sirius and Hogsund, maybe. I would expect Moscow and Villarreal to go through there. Then you got Denzelspor, Rapid Vienna. I didn't see the other two. I would expect that group would be Leverkusen and probably Osasuna to go through there. Wolfsberger, Hoffenheim, Sporting and Lazio. Not sure there. I'd expect Hoffenheim and Sporting to be the ones to go through there. And then our group, we have got Group L, and it is ourselves, Leicester, Altach and Helsinki. I would say that we would probably should be looking to get out this group with Leicester. Whether we go through in first or second will probably depend on how we do against Leicester themselves. Not too disappointed with that group. We've seen a couple of them. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. So yeah, like I mentioned, for this competition, we want to stay in it as long as we can. Obviously try and win it if we can, because it is a route into the Champions League. And of course, it would be great if we could get there. At the moment, there's probably not really a reason why we can't. The way we've started the season, we're getting good results. For the group phase, I don't know if I'm going to do major rotations or not. Probably, I would imagine so. It doesn't matter too much if we go through in first or in second, as long as we go through. But it's probably a good chance here to give some players a chance that don't usually play. And I still think that we should probably be looking to get the job done. How much we can rotate is something we're going to find out as we get into this game. We don't have the biggest squad in the world, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting challenge. Another one that's been through at us this season. I'm a little bit disappointed that we are in this in the first season. I just literally forgot to disable it. But now that we are in it, it's kind of made the domestic season a bit more challenging because of having to rotate for this competition and battling on both fronts. So it's a good and a bad thing, really. It depends completely on how you look at it. But as for the press conference, the first thing has gone through. I think the first question. Can we kick off the tournament with a win? Well, I don't really know much about our opponents, and honestly, I don't know how we ourselves are going to line up for this game. So, exactly like that answer there, we're just going to have to wait and see how it develops, really. And are we worried about complacency? Absolutely not. That's just something that I don't want existing in our camp ever, no matter who we're in charge of. So if players were to get complacent and not perform, then they won't be performing for us for much longer. So that is the press conference taken care of. It is now time to go in and put the team together. I'm really not sure what I would have done here, because maybe with the gap between recording this and now sitting here with you guys thinking about it, it could be something that's a little bit different. We're just looking here at the kit options. We don't want any form of kit clash, so that is all that's going to get changed there. I'm not sure if we've played in our orange and black yet either, so It's a pretty nice looking kit that I'm not mad at it. But it's a 9 PM game. Yeah, the squad, the team we're going to put together. Let's have a look what we do here. They are playing 5 at the back, I just noticed as well. Yeah, I'm just going to be watching this along with you guys. I've not cut anything out at the moment, so Perez deserves his chance, really. He opened up the last game for us, so he's coming back in at the moment. Pedro has been kind of an unsung hero in this series at the moment. He's got big goals and assists for us, so we can't really afford to drop him. Dzeko is going to come out for this one because, as you see, we've got Palmer in just a few days' time. Cristant's going to come in for this one. If I was doing it now, I would definitely not be starting Zaniolo, and we're not going to do that as well. Centre-back partnership. If I was doing this now, rather than watching it back, I probably wouldn't be looking to break up that partnership, considering we've not conceded a goal yet. But then you do have to factor in as well, again, that we've got Palmer in just a few days' time. So we have ended up changing the both of them out. It looks like it's going to be pretty much a full rotation. We're going to be dropping Spinazzola out for Santon. Karsdorp's going to come out for Perez. And I think that is pretty much a full rotation that we're going with. I don't know if that's going to turn out to be the right thing or not. The performances that we've been putting in, watching them back with you guys, have not been probably as impressive as they felt when obviously you're sitting there playing and you're winning games. It probably feels a little bit better than it actually has turned out. Pedro is going to be getting the armband for this one. That is definitely earned. And I suppose we see the team now. We've seen the way we're lining up. We know what the system's like. It's the same one that we rocked in the last game. So it's another home one. Let's see how we get on in our Europa League debut. It's going to be interesting to see what these players can do. It's our first chance to get a look at them today. Don't know anything at all really about our opponents, so I'm not going to try and lie there. Our stadium, by the way, looks really nice at night time. I'm really happy with the one that we've chose there. But it's time. Obviously we can't show the intros for this game. We've seen the team. And let's get on here in our Europa League debut. Captain Pedro with his first touch. Cristant with his. We're just going to get everyone a nice early touch of the ball, which is, by now you know, if you've been watching, something that I like to do. Even the keeper's going to get a touch there. And yeah, we're going to try and control this game as best that we can. These could be really good, you know. I have no idea, so we have to treat them with respect. The tournament needs to be treated with more respect than probably what I've done in this first game. At the time, I obviously didn't think that this would be an automatic way through to the Champions League, but it is a long tournament, this one, as we know. So yeah, there's no guarantees that we can even win it anyway. But we definitely want to try and go deep in it. He's Perez in straight away. Can we clip this to the back post? We can, you know. Oh, it's blocked. I thought we might actually get a rare header there, but no. Nice positive start though. It's the first time we've really gone forward, and look how quickly we have won that ball back. Really impressed with that, and we build again now. Feeling a little bit more confident watching it back now. I don't know obviously at the time if that was the case, but to get a nice early touch, that was a poor ball, but we get away with it. Back here from Mayoral. Perez has started really well. Oh, another effort from him there. Getting the goal in the first game he played, of course, and he's had a nice shot on goal in this one already as well. And we're really starting to flex the muscles at the moment in this game. And Leicester have just gone 1 down to Helsinki. That could be big if that stays like that. Look at the runs we've got being made here. Pellegrini. Oh my god, how we were not 1-0 up already in this game. That had to be. Honestly, that had to be 1-0 there. That is a disappointing finish. But at the moment, we've just got to keep this going. It already looks at some point like we're going to put one of these away. And if we can get an early one, we could go on and score another couple, I reckon, in this game. Of course, finding the net has been our Achilles heel. But yeah, we definitely there should have been 1-0 up. We had the headed chance as well. That was blocked, to be fair. But yeah. They've not done anything, they've not laid a glove on us at the moment. Really, really impressive first 20 minutes. Torino made a signing at some point there. A bit weird that flashed up, but okay. These players feel alright, you know, but there is a few of them who are actually only here on loan, so we won't have these players next season, some of them. I think the centre-back partnership is both. Players are in on loan. Veretout gives it to Perez, back to Veretout again, and we're starting to build a little bit again here now. Pellegrini, it's just died down a little bit since that first 20 minutes, but we're really maintaining nice control of the ball. The fans seem happier in this match as well. Oh, I didn't think that would make it through there. In the end it hasn't, but Veretout's done really well to win that back. And at the moment, there is a lot of space in that midfield. I'm noticing, again, I don't know if I did at the time, but you see so much more watching it back with you guys like I'm doing now than you do at the time. Great ball there from Pellegrini. Oh, we could maybe have got Mayoral through there. Can we now? He swapped the direction of his run there just as we'd powered up the ball to go through to him. That's a bit unlucky. It's out to Santon now. Back into Christian. Oh, that's a nice ball. Mayoral's got Pellegrini running behind him. Can he make up for the miss? He can't. Oh my life. Come on, guys. Really? I mean, yeah, it was on target this time. It is a nice block. Then it comes back off his heels. But that's two massive chances for Pellegrini in this game now. And neither of them have been converted. That's a little bit of a worry. At least we're creating at the moment. I'll have to stay positive right now. It's been a lot better than what we've been watching in our domestic season so far. Christian does really well there. Perez brings that away nicely as well. He's Pellegrini again. Over the top. No, we're not going over the top. Perez back to Mayoral. Pellegrini in again for his third chance here, does well, takes the defender out of the game, plays it to Perez, has his shot blocked. We've still got the ball in their area here. Nice overlap from the other Perez now, the right back. It's back into Pedro again. Can he produce something? It's just not there for us at the moment. Staying nice and patient though. Santon now brings it into the area. That's nice. Pellegrini again. It's blocked once again. I can't believe we're not winning this game so far. I really can't believe it. It's another good block from the defender. I think again that was on target from Pellegrini. The keeper, his reaction would say that it was as well. Can we make use of the corner? It's coming in from Veretout now. It's headed clear. I think he might be offside, you know. He's not. Put it back to the edge of the area, but it weren't the greatest of crosses there, to be honest. We got it back in a good position again though. Santon now to Christian, to Mayoral. Pedro coming in. Oh, nice overlap from Perez here. Surely, no. The keeper saves it this time. It is still somehow 0-0, but that was a really good half of football from us. I'm really happy with what I've seen there. Manager's got the team playing a lot better in this one. Maybe it is the level of opposition, but we can only go up against what's in front of us. It's really encouraging the amount of chances we've had. If we do the same again in the second, surely we end up winning our debut Europa League match. So here we go with the mentioned second half there. Hopefully we get another performance like we just had out of the lads in this half and we can go on and win this game. We should be winning it handsomely already. Unless you guys spotted it, I was actually really engrossed in the game in the first half, which is why we didn't put anything away. I thought it was quite the decent first half. I was just going to say I didn't see anything come up in the Leicester game, but it has just come up there and they are 2-1 up now. That cross was always a little bit too close to the keeper there, but nice aggressive start again in the second. Hopefully that's something that will continue for the whole game. I don't know what the manager would have said to the lads in the half time, because they did everything right other than put the ball in the net. But it just experience of FIFA, you can have a half like that. Not scoring is really bad, but let's hold that thought, because Pellegrini, surely now it's blocked again. That's a hat-trick of chances for him, maybe more actually, and he's not converted. And you've just got to be so switched on, which we obviously wasn't here, because this is not offside either. Oh my god, what a block. What a piece of defending that was. That is exactly what I was just going to say about we've not scored while we're on top, and it just has that feeling that maybe they'll go and get one chance and score. And had it not been for some absolute world-class defending there, we would actually somehow find ourselves 1-0 down. I think we've overplayed that chance a little bit there. There was a chance for someone to shoot in there. But I'm not going to say we got lucky there, because that was really, really top-notch defending, but it just goes to show what I was saying. We have to stay switched on, even though that we've controlled most of this game. I think we've got another corner now. I really want to see us winning this. We fully deserve to be winning this as well, as our player comes across there to take the corner. Pellegrini, who's had all the chances, he's going to come off, and Villar's going to get a chance in this game. And yeah, we just need someone who's going to put this ball in the back of the net. We win the header there, but it goes sailing over. And Villar with the immediate impact there. He gets a lot on the header. If anything, he gets a little bit too much on it. And it just goes over the bar, and that is another chance gone begging. I'm actually really starting to feel a little bit edgy that we're not going to score here. It's starting to feel like one of those games where it's just not going to go in the back of the net. But what I am enjoying here is that you can clearly see we're not forcing the issue. We're still sticking to our football. It's the first time really we've got to play in anything like the amount of control that I want us to have in games in this one. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it. The chance creation's been brilliant, and surely now Mayoral. Yes, it's 1-0 at last. It is Mayoral making up for his miss in that second game of the season. He's put it in the back of the net. It's 1-0. It is a fully deserved lead. And now we've actually got the goal. Can we now go ahead and score 2-3 maybe, and really put this to bed? See if we've got that killer instinct about us, or whether we're going to be another 1-0 win in this one. Good finish from Mayoral. You see the relief from the manager there, and yeah, relief from myself as well. Like I just said, I was really starting to think that maybe this is one of those games where it's not going to go in, but it has, and thankfully now happy and relieved about that. And all we've got to do now is literally just do what we have been doing, not give anything away, and we are going to be seeing ourselves get a debut 3 points in the Europa League. Keep in mind, I say debut because we are a brand new club. Like I mentioned in, I think, the setup video, we have no history at the moment. We're writing it with every single game. Decent header out there. These are starting to come forward a little bit more now. Of course, they're going to have to. Yeah, so we are being a new club, and Roma going away. We don't inherit their history. We have to make our own. And like I say, game by game, we're doing that. We've got to really be switched on here. These have had more attacks in the last 5 minutes than they've had in the previous 75. He's doing really well there. It's good marshalling though. Risky ball there through the little alley, but we've pulled it off. And let's bring it forward now. Do we try and kill this game off? I think we should. That is the wrong decision there, but at least Pedro has the ball. He doesn't get to do anything with it. There was a great run made there that clearly wasn't spotted at the time. And that was the wrong ball, but just 8 minutes of in-game time to go now. We have to be mature here and just see this out really now. What's going on now? Leicester about to draw. Top right corner there, it's 2-2 between Helsinki and Leicester. So if we can hold this right now, not only is that significant because this has been far and away our best performance this season, but we will take control of the group in day one with Leicester dropping points. They don't really have a lot of time to go and fix that situation either, Leicester, so it's looking really good for us at the minute. Too much on the through ball there. And sorry guys, I've not put any of this game away. I've really enjoyed the performance, and the game just got way too into it too much, so it's going to be a bit of a longer video probably. Oh, can we finish it with a plum here? It doesn't look like it. The chance hasn't gone completely yet though. The time is up now. It is 1-0 to us again. We don't quite go and score the extra 2 or 3 goals, but what a performance that was. What a night. We've made our Europa League bow, and we've made it in some style. It's a shame it was only 1-0, but you saw the whole game. We were far better than 1-0 today. And a lot of these players might just have given us a bit of selection headaches going forward. But yeah, 1-0, another clean sheet. It's a different competition. So, but still the same result defensively. Like I said, we seem to have that part of the game nailed down at the moment. And yeah, I don't need to say anything else. You saw the performance. It was a really, really good one. Can't fault it in any way today. So we'll see now what the press wants to ask us about that game. And just one goal between the teams in the end. You've come away with the win thanks to the second half strike. Just the one goal, are you happy? I'm ecstatic with today's performance. It was by far and away our most creative game of the season. Our most aggressive one as well. Cannot fault the performance in any way, shape or form. And of course, defensively, that on-the-line clearance, unbelievable from everyone in the team today. It was a pretty close run thing in the end. Well, the result was, yeah, but come on, that was not a close game. Any other day, we score 3, 4, 5 there, I would imagine. So, yeah, I think that's all we can say. If we'd have got the goal a little bit earlier, then I think we'd have gone on to score a few more. But it is what it is. It's another 1-0. It's a great performance, though. I'm so happy with that one. Did the Cobras make it defensively, make it difficult for you today? I would say that is actually pretty accurate. If the man of the match had to go someone on their team, it would definitely have been their keeper. So yeah, really, really good Europa League debut there. Really happy with it. And hopefully we can continue that into this upcoming Parma game that is going to be the last game of the episode. It's been a long one today because I didn't cut that match up at all. It was too good of a match too. There were chances all over. In the comments box, by the way, if you like that sort of thing, if it is an entertaining game and you want to see it all, let me know rather than me cutting them up all the time. I don't mind that at all. As for this Parma one though, as mentioned before, it's going to be the last game of the episode, so that's going to do it for me in this one, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like and please do subscribe, and you'll see a lot more of this. I am looking to get back to pumping these out a lot quicker. Once again, not quite there at being able to do that at the moment because of commitments outside of the channel, but I am putting it in to try and get back to doing these more. I really enjoyed the way this has started, so yeah, really eager to do that. But for now, that is going to be it. It's going to do it for me. Enjoy the game, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks once again so much for watching. Bye bye.